Welcome back, guys. We are just waiting for a new server for me to have a run on to download, and then we'll be live. Hope you're all having a good Thursday out there. Yeah, running solo tonight. So just waiting for the downloads to kick in now, and then we will be there. Right, downloads are down. Not run this server before. It will be Livonia early fall, late winter, or late fall, early winter. And it's a solo duo trio server. Just interested to see how they do their take on a server. Might go dreadfully wrong if we spawn in and we've got purple clothes on or a yellow gun. And it'd be like, fuck that. Base building server, base building plus. Anything else, I don't really know a lot about it. We'll see when we get in. Choice, I suppose. Middle of a map, but Brenner is not a good choice. Colin Brody. Brenner's probably better. Oh, yeah. Okay. How do I get rid of that mini map? That's the first thing. Oh, I spawn in with some silly kit, do I? Tissues for bandages, okay. Silly clothing. Knife there. Food down here. Okay, right. That's fine. I think safe zone. So that'll be a trader. Traveler missions. Zombie mission. Cement mixer. So it's tier 3. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing I can see that's stupid there. Okay. Let's have a run around. N? What mini map? I can't have the mini map up. I know people really like them. That's not me. Probably expansion, if they've got expansion on here. No, maybe Elmer Master. That group tactical ping. Mini map B. There we go. Okay. So it's on the same thing as their book, which is never good. I can get rid of that. Thank you. Can't deal with that. Right then. So where were we? We were going to have a look around, weren't we? I don't think this works on Livonia. It's too flat. Well, certainly here it is. You know, go back down there. They're running a power plant as well, are they? Okay. Surprising. We'll run into the trader. I think that's the first thing to do, and see how they work for the trader. Hi Ryan, how are you, mate? Second, I'll just bring your chat up. When I'm running solo, I have things set up differently than when I'm running with the team. Just set things up accordingly. There we go. So just doing a solo run on a server I haven't played before tonight. I like to have a look and see what other people do to give me ideas for what we could do on GoblinZ. I also need to find somewhere that I can play solo sometimes. You know, base build and do that sort of shit. We have to find somewhere that feels all right. This place is not very busy, but they're in the process of building 2 servers. They've had a roleplay server for a while, from what I can work out. They've now got a Livonia server. They're in the process of building the Shannara server. Obviously, I don't like some of the stuff they do. You never do like some of the stuff people do. You know, tissues instead of bandages. I get it. It's something different, but still, it's a little bit weird. Tissues don't soak up blood very well, do they? Don't like how big their safe zone is. That's fucking disgusting. But it is what it is. How are you, Ryan? You okay? Push for their traveller missions. See if that's something interesting. Feels very Aftermath. Just name something different. Don't like this early winter, late fall, early winter on Livonia. I don't think it works so well. It works all right on Chernarus, but it's not amazing. I think we're probably all bored of it by now. Every map's been running it since sort of November when Sakau dropped, and I think everyone's had. Oh, I certainly have. I've had enough of it. I'm going to go back to grass and trees. Excellent. looking forward to 1.27 dropping now, really. It'd be nice when that drops in and we can do the update to GoblinZ. Next wipe, I'll probably play that when it comes to solo play. Because I'm building it so it'll be less hands-on and more it'll just do its own thing. That's what their loot's like in pillboxes. Pokemon cards. Oh, they've got 3D printers on here then. That's obviously their way of making money. I don't like 3D printer servers because you can literally print anything you want. So this is off the list of places to play. Getting ready for new sounds to scare the crap out of me. Have you seen 1.27 yet? I can always switch across and we can have a run on that if you want me to. I don't need to stop the stream. You know, I can basically, well, yeah, the loading picture would be different, but it doesn't really matter. I can just switch across and we can do a 1.27 run. Only take me a couple of minutes to boot up the server. More than happy to. Actually, in all honesty, it might be fun to do on Livonia. Because I want to see the bunkers, don't I? Just trying to think. Let's do it. I'll stay in chat. I'm not going to stop the stream. Nothing will change. Because I've got the server here ready to go. DayZ experimental server. Where are we there? Get the server running. Let that boot. Switch it to Enoch. Okay, give me a second. I need to switch it to Enoch, which is Livonia in back-end speech, but not difficult to do. I quite like it as well. It's something different. Library. Where are we? Home. Experimental server. Edit. Manage. Browse local files. Find the server boot file. CFG. Where is it? There we are. Edit that. Again, open with. Excellent. And pop Livonia in. There. Okay. Save that. That done. Right, let's load up Livonia. Experimental server. And then we can have a chat. We haven't got people around. I've got no trader to worry about. I've got no map marker. We can just basically have a run around, see how it feels in Livonia. Just waiting for the server to boot now. Okay, it's booting. It's a server going live. Just wait for it to get to its right bit so I can jump in. Okay, that's loading up. So nice just having access to a private server. Just so I can test experimental stuff. Servers. Goblin test. Join. Right, we're loading in now, guys. We're going to do a 1.27 experimental Livonia. My Thursday streams are always a little weird anyway, because it's like, what do we do? Okay, loading in now. Livonia is difficult when you play it vanilla, because you don't start off with food or a knife. So it is a lot harder. It was their original survival map. Go. So we have a bandage and a glow stick, which we don't want. Alright, time to get geared. This version of Livonia with the grass up. The next version of Chernarus we run will have taller grass. You're going to have summer grass loaded. Tomato. Axe. Excellent. Goes up there. That goes down. Okay, I know where I am. They've moved this higher up. They've raised it slightly. They're obviously up to something, because they're starting to move the building where they spawn. It might not be up to anything now, but it's coming. There's something they're up to. So we'll do the bunker to bunker run and try and get geared before we go down north. Go down south. Come to Uncle Goblin, let's have a chat. Oh, it's Livonia, it's about to rain. There we go. How surprising. Yeah, they're making these a little bit higher. I think they're about to do something to the ground. Maybe not straight away, but we're not that far off, and they're up to something. BI are changing the map slightly. Bunker in that field? There it is. So, these pillboxes, these little bunkers on Livonia, are great places to gear up when you're a freshie. Might add some to Chinaris for the next wipe around military installations. They do feel that they should be on all maps. Or certainly on the coast, maybe facing out to sea. Because it would feel more like a defensive position. So they haven't put the Sakau bunkers on here. That's interesting. So the Sakau, these on Sakau now, you can close that hatch. And you can close a door there and put a padlock on it. I'm a massive fan of Livonia. It's just not popular enough with players to run. But I'd love to build a really nice Livonia map. I'd love to do the river as a wall along it with checkpoints across that. Yeah. Benares is always going to be the most popular map, I think. Gasstone. Prison's over there, isn't it? There. We got food, we got drink. Need some better clothing, and we need we need some food, proper food, not just like a tomato. So let's start working through our foodstuffs. Yeah, I love Livonia. I think it's such a nice map. Just It's not popular enough. And what I've got planned for next wipe, which you guys don't yet know, works better for Chernarus. And you won't know until you get there. As much as I give a lot of stuff away, I always keep some stuff back to be that surprise. Or to be just showing off it on the day that we go live. And I have something planning at the moment that I think can be spectacular. But I can't do anything until 1.27 drops, so I can get the files correct. Because just because I've got the files on here doesn't mean this will be the finished version of 1.27. And that's the problem I've got. The other problem with Livonia is the bunker you can't do solo without editing it. Which I think was a bad idea of BI's, expecting people to have to team up to complete Final Bunker. Everything should be doable solo. In vanilla map. You shouldn't expect people to have to be in teams. Saturday, I start work on our first GoblinZ mod. It's only going to be a recipe mod, but I've got everything ready to go to try and build it and get it working. I can test it in experimental, so if I can get it working, I can load it into experimental, which is nice. Yeah, and then I'll know it will work on the main server when we get there. Sort of, you know, 20% rule. Just because a well's not working on this restart doesn't mean it won't work on the next one. It's a way to look at it for GoblinZ next wipe. But there'll be a slight increase in purification tablets to help offset that. Forgot about that. That's massive though for 1.27. It's going to make storage so much easier for everybody. I hope so. If not, I've got to find a mod that will do it, because I think you should be able to purify water by boiling it. And I believe people will tell you you can, but I'm not sure if that's vanilla or a mod, if that makes sense. But I'd like purify water by boiling and cut up rags with hands. I think that makes sense. So my aim this weekend is to write the recipe mod. If I can get that working, then to add to it a loading screen. If I can get that working, then to build a mod pack. Yeah, I think that we should have it. It should be something we have that's doable. Because it would make sense. And then I can show you off the recipes if I can get them working of the mod pack. And then people can see it on stream, because recipes isn't going to give anything away, if that makes sense. It's not like by showing you the recipes you're suddenly going to know what I've got in store for you all. You might not see the loading screen though. Depending on how, because there's certain things I won't be able to show on the loading screen image wise or rules wise. I've got to, yeah, you might not get that straight away. Yes, I sort of get it if they go the disease is more than boiling water would solve, but I'm not sure it is. If purification tablets do it, then boiling water should really do it. But what I don't want to do is have to add a mod to get that working. I'd want it to be something that... It's a lot of data to add one mod just for one thing. with this. We all like it because it helps us, but I hate the fact that you can do it. Yeah. So yeah, chlorine will be upped. And so will water bottles, because water bottles have another use on the server next wipe. Water bottles can be deconstructed to turn into plastic, because plastic will have a building use. For making certain items, you'll need plastic. There we go. Nice pot of jam. It's kind of DayZ. Another piece of rope. I thought I could rip it up my hands then, didn't I? That'll teach me. God, I've never seen so much food, but this is vanilla. It's no goblin nerf on it. Yeah, so when I take away wells, you've got to up chlorine. Otherwise it's not fair. Or you've got to have the ability for people to boil water to make it clean. You've got to have one or the other. It has to be. But there's enough wells on Chernarus that if you run to a town and the well's not working, there is another well reasonably close by. And we're not going to be cold next wipe. We're going to be a little bit warmer. We're going to use a different mechanic to make it survival rather than the cold. We're not going to have it boiling either. But it's more going to be a lack of loot that will make it survival rather than the conditions. And the fact that we're building the server, so hopefully players will raid each other to acquire their stuff. And you're getting a lovely surprise for endgame if I can make it work. Something people would never expect me to put on a server. That's the only hint you're getting. But I've got to do a fair amount of work to make it all work. So it won't be a 3-hour wipe, it'll be probably a 2-day wipe. Or it'll be a wipe on a Friday lunchtime or a Thursday lunchtime, and then it'll be back by the Sunday at the latest. All the stuff that we've got now can be saved and reused, but the new stuff I'm adding in will mean it's a couple of days worth of work to get it all in and working properly. But I think people will appreciate what we're doing. And then as long as it all works, it's roughly what we'll stay with from then on. We'll just then wipe each time. Where's the coppers? Come to me then. Come on. Over you come over here. Come and see Uncle Goblin. Let's have a chat with my axe. Or my fists. Should be more of them. Shit, wasn't it? You'd expect a bit more loot off them. Knife, I suppose. Let's eat that. It won't be a long stream tonight. I've got another early start tomorrow. I didn't sleep very well last night. I only got 3 hours sleep. And I had a couple of hours this afternoon, but I don't want to knock my sleep pattern out. I need to get it back into normal. Last night was one of those nights where I went to bed at 11 and then it was 12 and then it was 1 and then it was 2 and then it was 3 and then my alarm went off at 6 o'clock. And basically I slept from about just after 3 through till 6 and then went into work. So I don't think Livonia's had much love on this patch that's coming. Oh, that's the other thing we should be able to do in the recipes, is make barrels. If it goes according to plan, it will be... I haven't decided yet, probably 3 sheets of metal and a piece of wire will make a barrel. Probably. Oh, yeah, well, we'll have that. Makes life easier. Food fucking sorted. And we'll have some cereal. The fact that there's an actual wheel in the boot of the car, great. Yeah, twigs breaking. Well's there by the church, isn't it? Or the little priest hut. Yes. Blocks. 20. Not as good as what I've got. Okay. I hear you. We'll have the lard gun cleaning kit recipe for sure. We're going to have the nail recipe. I'm just bringing them in-house rather than using someone else's mod for them. Because then we can have one mod that covers 10 recipes rather than 3 mods that cover 10 recipes. There's going to be a way of you making your own sea chests as well. And also a way of making fridges. I'm feeling generous. And it is really just a cosmetic thing, the fridges. But at least it gives you storage in your base that looks right. Fish now. I don't know where to store it anyway. There'll be a way of making sharpening stones. Not a hatchet. You know the map better than me, Sarah's dad. I'm just running 1.27 and having a look around. I just need a bigger rucksack, so might as well go and play with the military up here. I know Livonia really well, but I don't know the names of towns. I'm just like, I know where to go to. Same with Chernarus. And to a certain degree, Deer Isle. When I spawn in and work out where I am, I know the route to run to get to something that's useful. But if you ask me what name of the town I'm going to, I often haven't got a clue. We just popped on here with 1.27 to see if they've done anything nice to live, but they haven't really. It's just a standard live patch. They've not put the Sakau bunkers on here, which is a shame. Great shame. So that is Leif. We also don't have a gun, so we need to pick our moments to fight zombies. What's that L shape always there? Or if it was. Firing point on here. They've obviously got the aiming point. Sometimes these spawn weapons. Firing the actual point of fire, the tables. Shame they're not. Oversight. Never a good sign. Such a misused space. Oh, bugger. Up there. They might be okay. Ammo. Well, here somewhere. Further up. What a waste of resources. You know, they put in vehicles that hardly ever spawn anything inside them. On a bit of hard standing that has no real use apart from art. Such a shame. Poor base design. But hopefully, once they've got Sakau where they want it, they'll go back and look at Chernarus and Livonia and up those to a better quality. Like I said, guys, it won't be a long stream tonight. I'm really tired, to be perfectly honest, and I need to get my sleep pattern back on track. Because this weekend, tomorrow night will be a late night with Cookie on Aftermath, and then Saturday I'm modding all day. Sunday I'll be modding most of the day, and then in the evening, Aftermath. And I think probably next Friday's the Aftermath wipe. I can't guarantee it. That's my thoughts. We're very close. We're within 2 weeks of the Aftermath wipe. So it'll be either next Friday or the Friday after. So tonight was really just a short wipe to have a look at Livonia. Under 1.27. We didn't start off with this. It started off with a run on Livonia on a modded server. But I just wasn't feeling the love for it. You know, this was meant to be an airfield when they first designed Livonia. But it just didn't happen. And a wasted opportunity. Seen some nice bases built here over the years. These are good buildings for bases because of that fire. As long as you're willing to build airlocks around and block off the lower windows so people can't climb in. And then block off your windows. You get lots of rooms. Because of that overhang, even if you land a helicopter on the roof, it's very hard to glitch in. And if you build walls up, like on a modded server, along here and along here, you can have windows that allow you to shoot out. And they'll clip into that so people can't get in anyway. So you like have a window on that side and then all the other sides as well. Perfect. And you can climb out these windows. So if you build a 2 stories up, you can always jump out to get out quickly if you need to. Alright guys, I'm actually going to call it there. I'm really, really tired. I'm sorry about that. But I will be on tomorrow evening. I'm knackered, basically. And there's no point. I'll start making stupid mistakes and it'll become a boring stream.